The next thing I knew, there was a boot in my ribs. What do you think this is, an effing hotel? 6 of us left without a word. One old fellow who told me he was 75 saw what he could do. There was a collection. Nickels and dimes came out, and I was delegated to go to the store and buy potatoes and lard. One of the group was a cook. He organized a fire and cooked the best French fries I have ever had. I shared my last raisins 6 ways. Those men found themselves together and formed a cooperative group. Eventually we caught a freight out and started the long haul eastward across northern Ontario. At one point I was with a high school student from Toronto whose gang had been broken up by the police. At one stop, he went foraging and came back with an apple pie. He had found it cooling on a windowsill. We peeked out on it. Afterwards, I scoured out the pan with leaves and hoped that the cook would get her pan back. At North Bay, we got out and found a truck driver who was willing to drive us the 250 miles south to Toronto. We had expected to be put up by his mother, but she was turning a trick with an all-nighter, so we went to the YMCA. The night watchman told us to be out by 7 the next morning and charged us 50 cents each, my last $1. When we got up, we made contact with his gang's boss, who bought us breakfast, gave me back my $1, and told me to get lost. As I walked along College Street, I passed the Toronto Public Library. On a whim, I went in and became a member for 10 cents. By coincidence, it was accepted by a classmate of mine from UBC, a girl I had known slightly. She was taking a degree in library science. If you're looking for a quick job, they're hiring at the X. What's the X? That's the Canadian National Exhibition. I found myself on the Midway with a job loading people into the file plane ride. After about an hour after I had started, a young man dropped his wallet. I ran after him and returned it. His astonishment grew as he discovered his money still intact. He surreptitiously slipped a $2 bill into my shirt pocket. My ride operator was a big lump of a man, but was solid. He looked like a gigantic jelly bean with a shaved top. I ain't had time to tell you, that wallet was a score. You don't give it back. You don't never give it back. You share it with me, 50-50. Half for you and half for me. Understand? We're a team. At that moment, a gigantic door opened in my mind. I saw at a glance the troubles of the world, going back countless millennia, and it was only 2 words: we, they. We, the family, the clan, the tribe, the nation, they, the outsiders. We, having the only true religion, with God as a partner, they, the infidels. We, the plantation owners, they, the slaves. In this twofold mindset, mistrust leads to hatred and hatred to atrocities. I resolved to widen my we-ness and try to understand the they-nesses I encountered. I also resolved not to sermonize, but here I was, the most junior member of the Midway, and I had to make the best of it. There's more in September.
All right.